What drives me today, I think it has something to do with my habit now. I'm thinking about new things, what I read, and what's going on in society, because that has been really important in my whole life. Is how society had treated me, how had treated people, and always thinking how we can make that thing better. How can I put it into my work? My name is Freddy Rodriguez. I became a full-time artist in 1970. I came here for political reasons in pursuit of freedom because it was very dangerous at the time that I left. The military, the police, the army, everybody go out shooting us. Eventually, they told my mother, you gotta get out of the country because you're gonna get killed. I wanted to integrate into the society here. I wanted to learn from it. I want to be part of it. I moved to Greenwich Village. I was in the West Village of McDougall Street in the early 60s, mid-60s. And it was great because I met a lot of artists. I met poets. I met musicians. I started going to FIT, studied textile design and painting at the same time. I also took painting classes at the new school. It helped me in many ways because I was really affected emotionally being here by myself with no relatives. My mother passed away 9 months after I arrived here. I started doing geometric art, and to do geometric art you need to be really thoughtful and sober. It was a big jump because I never saw art, abstract art in the Dominican Republic. There were no museums there when I came here. I think part of being free to me was not working for somebody, not having people to tell you what to do. So that also played a part in my becoming a full-time artist. I like to bring something into the work that has a symbolic meaning that people can easily understand. It has not to be described with words. You can see it right there. The root is the yuca, which was a staple of the Taino Indians at the time that the Spanish came to the island. And they used to make this cassave out of it. It's a kind of bread. And they have some kind of religious approach. They only needed to have something for the soul, but they also, the food was important, and they really care for it. The bigger painting that is called Cimarrón Pintor, which is like a self-portrait, because I consider myself a cimarrón, a runaway slave, pursuing freedom. I'm always pursuing freedom. I use a leg as a symbol in which they chop the toes of the runaway slave to prevent them from running. The first slaves that came to the continent came to the Hispaniola island where I was born. And this one has a vinyl cross and surrounded by brown sugar, which in Dominican we call azúcar prieta, meaning black. And when they couldn't find enough gold in the island, they started bringing the slaves to work in the sugar industry. So there is all this connection in history. Today, I started actually working with gold paint as a color. With time, I started using it as a symbol. The more money you have, the more power you have to do what you want, the way you want it. And most people are not really that good, that honest. People are underpaid. Education is so expensive. And that's a way of curtailing you freedom. If you cannot do what you want because the limitations that society put on you, and they do that by law, which is crazy. The main thing is freedom, for people can be what they want to be.